Ukraine has been called a war lab for the future. Kyiv is aiming to produce 1 million UAVs this year. Drone development now a game of cat and mouse between Moscow and Kyiv. This new report highlights one area of drone warfare where that arms race is accelerating the fastest: artificial intelligence, or AI. US-Ukrainian journalist David Kirichenko spent weeks on the front line and has researched how Ukraine is increasingly using robot drones to level the playing field against Russia's superior might.
I think is for Ukraine, it's been an asymmetrical warfare battle, leveraging drones, leveraging technology to counter Russia's both superior numbers of people and systems and weapons. And so Ukraine has really defied the narrative that a much bigger power will overwhelm a much smaller nation. So Ukraine, using technology, being very innovative, has been able to bring the fight back against Russia and to counter Russia.
This is Ukraine's homegrown Seika scout drone, which has reportedly been used successfully against Russian forces. It can independently identify lots of different targets, from armoured vehicles to troop formations, and feed that information back to a command post, where a human can then decide the best action to take. The Seika has a range of 10 kilometres and its own inertial guidance system rather than relying on GPS, which makes it far less vulnerable to jamming. As the war in Ukraine has progressed, the strike rate of conventional FPVs has fallen, with both sides improving their jamming systems and other countermeasures. The report says even good pilots have a hit rate of less than 50%. Among newer recruits, that drops to 10%. With these robot drones, that success rate is said to rise to 80%.
The footage confirms a potential threat. The drone footage shows an enemy T-80 main battle tank.
This is one of the firms driving Ukraine's development of AI drones. Palantir is a US software company described by Time magazine as the AI arms dealer of the 21st century. Nearly all of Ukraine's artillery targeting is now reportedly carried out using this company's AI systems. The Palantir software collects data from a mass of sources: human intelligence, drones, radar, even thermal imaging that can detect troop movements or artillery fire. It then uses AI modelling to process that information and give commanders a variety of targeting options. The software even learns as it goes, becoming more accurate over time. Ukraine's AI drones are reportedly being fed videos of Russian troops, learning how to recognise them, how they behave, and the uniforms they wear. But the report also flags some dangers in this AI arms race, pitfalls it says NATO needs to start thinking about. The biggest is the moral aspect of AI. If these thinking drones can recognise Russian soldiers, what happens, it asks, if they change into civilian clothes to avoid being targeted? That, the report says, would put civilians at risk, a prospect that would worry Ukraine and the West, but not Russia. The West's moral restraint would give Moscow an advantage. The other danger, it says, are these robot drones being hacked, even commandeered, and turned against their operators. Drones, even AI ones, can't always assess nuances of the battlefield, a blind spot that could lead to errors of judgment, says the report.
It is a self-contained intelligence centre, giving soldiers an advantage over adversaries.
Nevertheless, this new technological frontier is only going to accelerate. The war of the future, the report predicts, likely to be as much about algorithms as armour. Simon Newton, BFBS Forces News. Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.